Morning, everybody. So I am going to explain to you your focus for today. Yesterday, you wrote Peel's paragraph 1. Peel's paragraph 1 was looking at the article you chose and explaining how your utopia is solving whatever issue you decided to focus on. So, for example, my example paragraph that I posted explained how my utopia would solve for climate change. That climate change would never again become an issue in my society. My society is now perfect with regards to that. However, we know that every utopia cannot be perfect. There's no one solution to a problem, right? I can't just fix climate change by fixing one little thing. There's no way for me to see the future and figure and assume what's going to happen down the road based on my choices. So we know that every utopia will become a dystopia and actually an imperfect society. Therefore, your appeals paragraph 2 is what you're writing today, and it will explain how your utopia could actually become a dystopia. How could the society you're creating that you think is perfect, has solved your problem, now is actually imperfect? It actually creates a lot more problems than you maybe thought it would at the very beginning. Okay, so I explain here what your evidence and explanation statements are to do, but I'm actually going to show that to you in the explanation Peel's outline that I created and have posted for you. Okay, so Peel's paragraph 2. Your point statement has to explain basically just that your utopia can become a dystopia. You choose how to say that, how much information you want to give there, but it's just a general statement about your utopia becoming a dystopia or imperfect. Evidence statement 1 has to explain a piece of your utopia society and how it's perfect or why it's perfect. This is a change, and you really never are allowed to do this. This evidence statement actually does not need an MLA citation because you're coming up with this perfect society. So no MLA citation for this Peel's paragraph 2. Explanation 1, you are now going to give me at least 2 sentences where you explain how could that perfect aspect of your society now create a dystopia. I give you some ideas of what happens to create a dystopia. Things like individuals lose freedom. So we don't have the right to make our own choices. We are limited in something. Maybe there's other bigger issues or problems that are created, and you can explain that. Or the government becomes too controlling or too oppressive, and it becomes a major issue, which we saw in Taylor's society, right? So if I'm thinking climate change, and if I have put my entire society into a bubble, that's my evidence statement 1. It's perfect. We're in a bubble. There's no longer any climate change. I control the climate within it. However, my explanation 1, my dystopia, could be because since I have now controlled the climate, I've actually gotten rid of other climate issues which are necessary for other animals to thrive or other plant species to thrive. So now I have more animals and plants that are becoming endangered or extinct. There's an issue that I didn't really see coming. Okay. You're going to do the same process again with evidence 2 and explanation 2. Now you're going to pick a second way your utopian society looks perfect at the get-go. Again, no MLA citation there because it's your thinking. And then your explanation 2, at least 2 sentences explaining how this perfect aspect of society is actually becoming imperfect. Sorry, my daughter's yelling at my dog. Again, what individual freedoms are lost, or how is the government too oppressive, or what other issues are created, something along those lines. Evidence 1, explanation 1, and evidence 2, explanation 2 should be 2 different ways that your society is becoming a dystopia or imperfect. For your link, I want you to think kind of big picture here. I want you to think almost as if this is a really teeny tiny conclusion. I want you to summarize both paragraphs. Think about the overall lesson learned from this, the overall picture. What is the impact of your society overall? Maybe what we should learn or why this matters. And again, you will always check for formal academic style. So you're going to type your second Peel's paragraph in this outline. You're going to proofread, check for style, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you how to transfer it to your slideshow, infographic, brochure, whatever it may be. Any questions? I'm on Zoom today at 11.